It's Donny Fandango backstage at Pointfest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:36 o'clock ever.
Right, ever.
It's never happened. It's never happened.
And it never should happen.
And it won't, I promise.
You know, man, I was reading a bit about you, and it feels like we, as younger guys, had a similar sort of experience. I had one of my dad's friends when I was growing up owned a mini recording studio in his basement. And so I got to go over there when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old and watch the guys plug in and tune in, and then they'd let me mess around on the microphone. And you had kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, it was more just like 3 plywood or 4 plywood walls and then a microphone, but my uncle knew how to, like, he mixed. He made, like, beats.
Sure.
He's not Dr. Dre, but he, like, made beats, you know what I mean? And he sold them online, and that was, like, his, like, side thing. And so that was very easy way to start.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, let me see what's up. So I was doing like little like sample things for him. Like he was like, hey, talk, and like sample for a beat. And then I remember I wrote like a rap, and I was like, can you record me? So
wow.
That's yeah.
What was it like when you heard yourself?
It was hard. Well, I was 10, so I thought it was super sick. And
Right.
If anybody heard that now, I would be so upset. I'd be offended.
But it shows where you've come from.
I don't want anybody to know. I don't want anybody to know. Some guy pulled us over. Well, didn't pull us over. We were pulled over in a parking lot the other day counting merch. And this guy comes up and says, hey, don't mean to bother you. I know you're a musicianal act. Not a word. And then he said, he was leaving. He said, hey guys, just remember, you got to be somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Just keep it in mind.
All right. Well, I think we're just going to probably stew on that.
Got to be somewhere. That's what I was getting at with what you just said.
So talk to me about some of your friends that are already on our show today. The Shinedown guys are who you're currently out with now.
Yep.
Is this kind of like one of your first big runs, or have you been out a bunch, or where are you in the touring stage of your career?
I've never toured before.
Oh, wow.
And then they were like, hey, touring's back. You want to go for 84 days? And I was like, let's do it. So here we are. I have 12 more days left.
But for
and alive still.
Thank goodness. But for you, man, I'm sure legitimately that this is a learning experience for you as well as a really great time.
Yes. It was, yes. Yeah. It's a lot though. You know what I mean? Like doing, a lot of people I know will like get their feet wet on like a smaller run or a 2-week run or a 3-week run. And then they were like I said, you want to go out for 84 days? And I was like, sure.
Right.
So hopefully I'm better than I was. I've done shows before, like I used to do rap shows all the time, and I did 3 shows with my friend Grandson, who's here.
Right.
And then I did like one small headliner thing in LA 2 years ago, and then nothing, obviously.
Right.
So I had like no prior. But I think it's going okay.
As far as you can tell, it's going all right.
It's going well, in my opinion.
You know, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and it feels like a lot of us are the same way in that, you know, it's not necessary. There's all kinds of different musical, not just genres, but flavors and the things that we like and we listen to. And I know that you're one of those guys that, you know, lots of different genres are involved. Do you ever feel like sometimes, man, like maybe we've got this thing in America maybe broken down a little bit too much by genre, and that it shouldn't just be more like, okay, this is really good music, period, let's put it somewhere together?
Well, I didn't know that like the UK is like Triple J is just like the thing. And they play they play all of it.
Right.
I didn't know that. I just found that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe yes, your question to you, yes.
You know what I mean? Because we all have these different influences. It's not just one singular thing.
And I get people all the time will be like, this isn't a rock song, and people will be like, well, then people will be like, well, it's not a rap song, and then it's like, well, it's not an alternative song.
Absolutely. And you were number 1 on the active rock chart with Adrenaline.
And that was apparently not a rock song, and apparently it wasn't a rap song either. We can't put it in Rap Caviar, so I don't know where we're supposed to put it.
Well, you know what I've gotten from this interview is that the things that have confused me also seem to sometimes confuse you too, so that I don't feel alone. I'm all right with it.
Hey, man, if you like it and I like it, We'll call it a day.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, it's really great to have you here today.
Absolutely.
I hope you enjoy yourself on that front stage a little bit earlier on and absolutely slay it. And then we hope we get to see you again here soon.
The concrete's worrying me. I don't like it's worrying me.
It shouldn't worry you.
Not for me.
Oh, for the people.
For the people.
Yeah, but the people will be all right. The sun will be down by then. It'll be a really great thing out there, I promise.
We played 2 festivals this year, and there was very big mosh pits at both. Hoping for it today, but hoping everybody does not get hurt.
Yeah. You just want everybody to stay safe.
Want everybody to get hurt at will, not like from the ground.
Right. I was out there once actually in the front stage before I worked at the station for the Deftones playing on a front stage up there. There was so much craziness going on that the fact that I made it out with all my limbs is something I'm still pretty proud of.
Well, the guy that was like gave me my COVID test, he was like the most injuries I've ever seen here was at a Hollywood Undead set.
Yes.
And I'm going to call them right now.
And also, too, that's the same day they stole a golf cart. And we're taking the golf cart out and back and around. Those dudes were fantastic.
They're the best.
They were fantastic. Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
936. Thank you so very much for joining us today. We appreciate it and hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Backstage live at Pointfest.